Hi everybody, this is Dave J. from New York City, and I'm walking through lovely Central Park in New York City here. On my way to my gig, I take this 30 or so minute walk on the daily or the near daily when I go to this particular facility. It's an assisted living facility that I stroll room to room and offer music. I say, hi, I'm Dave J, and I go room to room to offer music. Would you care for a song today? Sometimes I even wink. So, I figured I would, use this opportunity between now and then to create some content and introduce myself to my burgeoning fan base. Word of the day, burgeoning. I like the word burgeon. Yes, Edgar Burgeon. Okay, well, let's see. I guess I should talk about something. I also should look where I'm going. I don't like when people don't look where they're going. So maybe you can look where I'm going too. Haha. Okay. Let's see now. It's January 2020. Don't you love the sound of that? 2020. Yes. My vision used to be something like that. I don't know about anymore. I'm getting up there in the years. If you cut me open and counted the rings, it would, well, take a while. Hello. Okay. So, everybody's doing this now. I'm getting on the bandwagon. I'm building my fan base. I'm fumfering around and I'm trying different things to see what works, including this particular video. So what I do is I'm basically a door-to-door troubadour. That's my gig. That's what I do for a living in assisted living facilities, children's hospitals, and the like. I also do the occasional children's birthday party. I have a little musical comedic act for the kids there, and for the adults for that matter, and the odd singing telegram as well. More on that later. So, of course, I make a little money from royalties on my tunes, my recordings, my original and cover tunes, and I'm leading a happy life, but I want to make it even happier. Always striving for more. Very important. I really want to build my fan base so that I can see through my purpose, which I see as telepathically communicating with dogs. No, seriously though. No, I see my purpose in life, seriously. Oh, wait. Telepath. I can't help it. I know, they know what I mean. I'm constantly thinking kibbles and bits. That's all that is. Okay. I was going to turn it off and start it, but you know what? Never mind that. Let's keep going. I got to keep myself preoccupied while I'm walking to work. Often what I'll do is listen to some tunes I'm working on, listen to some podcasts, listen to some posts by the likes of Damian Keyes or Adam Ivy. These guys I found in recent weeks and months, respectively, and my gosh, they've been so motivational, inspirational, and knowledge-illuminationable that, they've really helped. So I continue to check out their stuff and try to grow. So yes, seriously now, I got to get to what my purpose is. So my purpose, because this is something Adam Ivy has been talking about recently on some of his videos I've been watching, and it starts with your purpose and being very, very clear. So I've actually done some writing exercises because I've always known what my purpose is, and I've even been able to articulate it speaking verbally before. But it's important, as he's pointed out, to write it down, to be absolutely clear in as much detail as possible. I found this exercise very helpful. So, I've always felt that I want to use my time on this earth to use my creativity and my great creative output, which is just always, I'm always motivated to create, whether it's music, comedy, characters, a shtick, wordplay, all its forms, and I want to create these things to entertain, because I believe we're living in an age of boredom. I really believe that. Things, you see a lot of people complaining. But honestly, in my opinion, and this is all it ever is, people talk like their opinions are facts. I really find that aggravating a little bit, but I have to live in acceptance if I'm going to be able to not go and get in mental pain over it, as people will and as I will. So basically, I think that we are so well off in this time that we live in. This day and age, things are so good relative to the rest of time and history of mankind, that we're bored. And I'm walking down the street here. I'm paying attention to my phone and you, and leaving this sort of video message that I don't have to worry about a lion, taking me out, right? In fact, putting it in more recent perspective, I'm walking down the street in New York City near Central Park. 20, 30 years ago, 40 years ago, 50 years ago, I'd probably have to be paying attention for my life, Get mugged, get wilded upon, and all these things. It was a rough city. It turned into an S-hole, And then it was cleaned up, and now the current administration's turning it back into an S-hole from whence it came, sadly. But that's a whole other thing. Let's not get into the politics, Mom always said, religion, politics, no, don't. Okay. So, we're living in this age of boredom because things are so good. And so people complain a lot more about a lot more trivial stuff. So I see this as an opportunity for my entertainment because it's whimsical and it's silly, ridiculous, just the way I see much of life is, sadly or otherwise. So, with that in mind, I will continue to make my merriment and try to expand my reach to people who want that kind of merriment. So I'm about 5-10 minutes from the gig, so I'm going to leave it there, and I think I'm just going to post this unedited because why not? You think I should? Yeah, I think I will.
What's up, babe?
How are you, Matt? Babes,
Well?
don't call me babe.
World.
Yeah, me too. Okay, I love, what did he love? The world? Which one? I'm particular to Saturn, if I may. Anyway, have a great day, everybody. I love kibitzing with the folks. You know that. In fact, you know what? I'm going to take one more moment. Why the heck not? Because I'm very verbose and I love to talk. My wife says, you talk and talk and talk. She's Japanese, so she has this accent. I don't do it very well. I have an ear for other kind of accents. Japanese is a whole language I've tried to learn so I can communicate with my in-laws, and oh my goodness, I am not doing well with the Japanese yet. I can say a few things, but I always end up affecting like a Mr. Miyagi thing, and it sounds ridiculous to myself, so it's like, I say, doi tasumashita. I have to laugh when I hear myself. I digress. So, what was I going to say? Oh, darn it. Verbose, I know that. The thing about that. Boredom, I talked about that. People are looking at me funny. Just like I would look at someone else doing this, Like, everyone looks at someone else and goes, psh, psh. How do you spell it? P-S-H-H-H-H. Psh. Like, I'm better than that. Look at him, he's videotaping him. Sometimes they'll do that with the tongue. I see it. They'll do it with the mental tongue. The mental tongue, yes. I was going to say, you know what? Whatever it was that I was going to say, I'm sure I'll say it again at some point. I'm awfully repetitive. But, all right, listen, I love what I do for a living. I love bringing music to the folks as a door-to-door troubadour. Trademark 2020, Dave J. If you want to check out my stuff, you can check out my website, davejay.com. That's davejay.com. It's geared towards, I was doing a lot of stuff for kids, but now less so, other than the children's hospitals I play on a weekly basis. Look, I grew up in a time when a lot of things were for kids and adults. And quite frankly, I love the variety format. and the old school traditional vibe of that. So that's kind of what I'm all about. So don't be dissuaded. And there's always something in there for the adults in my kids' stuff too. There's a lot of stuff that goes over the 4 and 5-year-olds' heads. That's my target demographic when I perform for kids, 4 and 5 years old. Oh, they're the best laughers. Oh man. So very heartwarming indeed. All right, so I'm gonna leave it there, and I hope you've enjoyed this video. I don't know if it's entertaining, I don't know if it's annoying, maybe it's both at the same time, because in the age of boredom, we're just looking for distraction. That's what I think. So with that in mind, I'm gonna telepath with this particular dog right there. Kibbles and bits, kibbles and bits. Okay, have a great day, and hopefully I'll see you again. Please feel free to, I'm not even gonna say, everyone's saying smash that subscribe button. I'm not gonna say that. I gotta come up with something different. Smush it, smush. I like that word, smush the subscribe button. Click the little bell next to it, and it's like Pavlov over there. It'll make you come back, because you'll hear it, and you read up on Pavlov. Google it. Okay, have a great day, everybody. Bye.